Well, hello there. Welcome to the show. Sorry, a little bit late. First of all, we were just yapping. Second of all, slight technical issue, but we fixed it. It's okay. So we've saved the chat. We've saved the most interesting parts of the chat for the show, I hope. We've got news today. Lots of news. Well, quite a bit of news. Anyway, welcome to the show. It is Friday the 12th of September 2025. We're on episode 284. And we are live broadcasting from mostly, yes, in all of the United Kingdom, all parts of it almost. I think we've got England, Scotland, kind of, yeah, Wales. I don't know. I can't remember if Jason's in Wales or not, or nearby. He's Welsh anyway, so that counts. And then we've also got Kent, not the county, the individual. So we've got a full house of people. Andrew is in Amsterdam. Or is on his way back from Amsterdam. So I told him to take the night off. So if he turns up, we're not letting him in. It's as simple as that. I told him just take the night off because you're an old fella and you've just travelled a few hundred miles on a plane. So you're going to need to rest your feet. So there we go. Anyway, let's do the show before we do anything else. Thank you all for joining us, whether you're watching us live or whether you're watching us on catch up. Thank you for coming back to see us. We appreciate your patronage as always, and if you haven't already, do give us a like, a comment, a subscribe, or a share. If you know somebody who would like to watch the show, please do send them the link, and let's grow this audience. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, so if you're watching now and you haven't subscribed, now's the time to do it. Let's just tip it over that edge into the heady heights of 5,000 subscribers. We're no Rick Beatos, but 5,000 is a nice number to reach in almost, well, just over 5 years. That's not bad. If you want to comment during the show, then please do. If you're watching on YouTube, you can use the YouTube chat. If you're watching on Facebook Live, you can comment under the video, and if you're watching on Twitch, you can do that also in the chat as well, and we will see all of the comments come through. If at any point you want to ask a question of any of us, please put a capital Q in front of your question. That just helps my old eyes pick it out and move it across to the special page where we hold all of our questions until we release them into the wild. So that's how you get in touch with us. Of course, if you want to support us, which is super nice if you do, one of the best places and the best ways to do that is through our Patreon page, where for a mere minimum, I say minimum because you can put as much as you like in, but a minimum of $2 per month, you will get access to our Patreon page, and there's loads of freebies in there. There's sounds for your synthesizers, there's samples that work with decent samplers, so they're free. You don't need to worry about owning a paid-for product. You just download those and put them into decent sampler, and you have lots of fun. There's the special one coming up in about 6 weeks' time. We'll have for you, so stay tuned for that one. You'll also get special video content, stuff that's maybe not on the channel, or stuff that's been in the shows and we've snipped it out and placed it on there ad-free for all of you lovely people to watch in your own leisure. So that's probably one of the best ways to support us. And all of the proceeds from our Patreon page and all of our other fundraising activities goes to keep the channel on air, because it ain't cheap and it only gets more expensive. So it's a 4-figure sum every year to keep this thing going. So we really do appreciate your support. You can also leave super chat or super stickers in YouTube chat if you want to just do a one-off donation, or you can do donations. I never mentioned this, but we have our own merchandise store, which I do mention a lot. But what I don't mention on there is that when you buy something, you can also make a donation to the channel through that as well. So there's the opportunity to do that there. But over at our merchandise store, you can buy things like these t-shirts with Synth Network logos and stuff on. There's cartoon shirts, there's regular shirts, there's vest tops, there's hoodies, there's jackets, there's hats, there's water bottles, there's bikinis, there's headscarves, all sorts of gumph that's on there at pretty reasonable prices. And again, we were able to take a little slice off the top of those, and that all goes into the kitty to help the channel grow and maintain its presence. And of course, you're then having that warm fuzzy feeling of supporting the show and spreading the word. So that's really cool. I know that there was Synth Network garments going around NobCon in Chicago last weekend, so I was delighted Thank you, Manny, by the way, for being one of those. I was told that you were doing the rounds in a PSN top, so that's very nice. Thank you very much indeed. If you want to stay with us on social media, we are across most of the platforms. Facebook is the one that we tend to sort of focus on because we're old and apparently kids don't go on Facebook. So there you go. That's where we're going to stay. But we are also on Blue Sky, Twitch, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, although we're not massively active over there. We just don't have enough time. I need to employ a social media manager of some description. I don't know. Maybe I'll get my son to do it. And let me see. I think that's pretty much everything. I think that is all of our gumph that we do at the beginning of the show. So that's all out of the way. It's downhill from here on in. But before we get over to what has been for the last few weeks, this week has been quite a busy week. There's some new things, exciting new things to talk about, and I will be talking about them with our esteemed panel. The first of which is as old as the hills. He looks like a Swan Vesta, and he's just taken delivery of a 1960s rock band.
What?
Doors.
The hell are you talking about?
You had some doors delivered.
I had a
Riders
door.
on the
Oh,
song.
a door. It was just the one door.
Just the one door.
Just the one,
door.
Mrs. Wembley.
Yes, just the one door. Yeah, what a week, eh?
Isn't it? Did you put your finger in the socket, by the way? Your hair
I
is
know.
rather vertical, isn't it?
Yeah, what is that? Look,
I don't know. You look
just
like
stays there.
Parakeet.
Come here.
There you go.
Looks like a rock star Tintin.
Yeah,
A rock star.
I think it's sort of like a freeze frame of Swan Vista being lit.
Yeah, that's it. It was just at
Yeah,
the moment
exactly.
just
Yeah,
before ignition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yes, quite a week we've had.
Yes.
One thing I did today, was I did some video doom scrolling on Facebook. You know when you click the video thing, you can scroll down, and lo, it came to pass that I came across 12, 14 of those little videos from the show.
Oh yes, the reels and the shorts.
Yeah.
I know. I did a batch last night. I can't believe how quickly they.
And I'm not in a single one of them.
Are you not?
No,
I can't
not
take
bleeding
responsibility
one.
for that. I can't take responsibility.
Not one. And I thought, I know
does it
why.
Automatically.
He goes,
You don't talk.
no,
much.
we can't have these with swearing, and no, we can't have that. And he goes, that's him being lewd, and that's just
It's
downright
called the Spong
disgusting.
filter.
Next.
Yeah.
So no, yes. So interesting week. Synthesizer stolen.
Yes.
Synthesizer had to be bought to replace stolen synthesizer. What else went on? Oh, all sorts of stuff, wasn't it? And bits and bobs, and lots of Mustanging and welding and ting.
Yes.
Yeah. So interesting week. So it's good that we got news this week.
Yes, we have. We've got news. We've got a panel. It's going to be a good week.
It's
good
all
show
good, isn't it?
tonight.
So, but don't be offended if I fall asleep halfway through the show.
Okay. I was going to say the same.
It won't be the news or anything. It's just
Let the boys run it.
honestly, this
Anyway.
week.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. What you mean. Anyway, well, good to have you, and thank you for joining. And those other disjointed voices you heard in the background belong to a couple of our now almost regular
Scallywags.
guests. I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? We normally drag them in, when times are hard, but actually the times are good, and we've still brought them back. So they must be doing something right. First of all, before he disappears through a massive technical failures, it's Mr. Jason Jervis.
He's not joking. He's not joking. It has been my computer turned off. I couldn't connect my 8M Pro to. I'm trying to do it right every week. I'm trying to improve, and it's not the same. And obviously, I've been catching up with the latest news from 1977.
Very nice.
And recording world. There are a lot of guitars in there, but there's definitely the London Synthesizer Centre.
Oh
a load of art
yes.
on sale. Look at that.
I
Just
remember that.
Look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful.
London Synthesizer Centre. Bring your mortgage.
Yeah.
Imagine with your time machine going back.
Yeah.
What is that? That £5 is too small, sir. That's a fake. And it feels like it's made of plastic. Because it
Are you
is.
kidding?
Anyway, how are you, sir?
Good. I'm good. It's been a busy week. Kitchens, motorcycles, work.
Motorcycles in kitchens? No?
Motorcycles not in kitchens, thankfully, but motorcycles. Yeah, I've been enjoying riding and riding in the storm last week, which was very
Doors reference.
very much was. And also the modular maker rides in the storm, which I did. I rides in the storm.
Oh, you rides in the storm as I do.
I ride in the storm. I ride in the storm. Yeah,
in
it's
your
good.
car.
That's it. And I've been trying to, again, try and improve this workspace. So yeah, I'm going to move some cables, move some rugs. It's going to be a busy weekend as well. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, cool. Well, good to have you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Excellent to have you here. The other voice you heard in the background, mumbling away in some unknown foreign language, was Scott McAuley of Scott McAuley Sounds. How are you after your little gardening mishap?
Oh, I'm fine now. Yeah, I'm all good.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, it'll teach me to cut the grass away. I just need to stop doing it. I think that's probably the answer to that one.
That's what your wife is for. See.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Have you? I mean, obviously, you've been a little poorly, but have you been busy making sounds for new synthesizers?
I have. I'm back on the. Actually, I was going to go into Korg, but I got an updated firmware because I've been having some issues with my Iridium.
Oh yeah.
Just with crashes and things. So I've been sent another beta from them to see if it's going to fix these crashes, and if it doesn't, it's going to there's like a boot sort of crash log that it does, but for some reason the crashes I was having, it wasn't capturing the reason for that crash because I was having to reboot the synth. That was the only way to get out of this crash was completely reboot the synth. So I've got that new updated firmware at the moment, and touch wood, there's been no crashes as yet, but at least if I do, I can send this log to them and find out exactly what the problem is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been working away on that, and the G7, the E7 as well, the GS instrument.
That's just over your right shoulder there, isn't it?
Yeah.
How is that? Because I've heard it a couple of times and it's been very impressive.
It's beefy. Yeah, it's very, very beefy. The envelopes are a little bit snappy. They're a little bit clicky at the start. It's quite hard to get over that, but there is a little sweet spot there. But with the exception of that, yeah, it's so far sounding very good. I like the sound of it anyway. It's pretty meaty. And it's
all
got
the way
that
from
real
Argentina.
sort of vintage vibe. Yeah, Argentina, yeah.
Yeah. We were going to get them over for the Super Booth dinner, but for some reason it didn't happen this year. So I know that the guy was over with his wife in Berlin, and we were trying to organise for them to join us. And so I can't remember why it didn't happen. I was really disappointed because I wanted to talk to him about this because, this is Argentina is not the centre of the synthesizer universe yet.
No.
Anyway.
No,
Steaks and cables, right?
Yeah.
It's a pretty impressive synth for it to be the first analog I think I've heard anyway coming out of Argentina. It's pretty impressive.
Which is great. It's absolutely great. I'd love to see that. Yeah.
And it's MPE compatible as well, which is another good thing. So.
Oh, Steve Elbows, did you get that? It's MPE compatible. That'll be good. No, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with that. This might break the internet. I think this is what caused Jason to have some issues earlier.
Absolutely.
I ordered some things this week, and they arrived the other day. And I have to confess, I ordered patch cables. I got some patch cables.
What colour?
Multicolour. Look.
That is beautiful.
Isn't it? No.
Yeah.
I'm still standing by this. This is not modular. This is not me going into modular.
Quite modular. It's quite modular. That is, you can't get away with it now. You have to sort of say, I've gone
I'm
modular.
Triggering synths using.
He's still in the closet there, I think, Jason.
Yeah, no, it's denial. Denial is not just a river in Egypt. No, the reason being is that we're taking this thing to Bristronica, and the inventor of this, Paul Parry, is going to join us at our stand and hopefully give some demonstrations. I think Elevator Sounds are bringing the other demo unit that's going to be there. And I thought, given that Bristronica is a very modular-centric event, having this hooked up via MIDI, which is more than capable doing, and in actual fact is a damn sight easier. I thought, no, they're going to want spaghetti across the things, and so I bought some cables, and hopefully it will sate the appetite and maybe draw some people to our stand, because they'd probably just go, oh, look, just regular synthesizers and drum machines, there's no cables, and they'll just walk by us. But hopefully now they'll come and stay for a little while.
Certainly will. I mean,
so that's what I've been doing mostly. Oh, and I bought a box of 1,540 cock rings. No, this turned up to that. I didn't realise it was so many, but it's lots of O-rings. I only wanted one.
Very
Seriously,
small.
I only wanted. Yeah, they're very small, which they need to be. And if they get stuck, I have tools to prise them off.
Man, get it out!
Yeah, get it out!
Get it out!
I went to
that's
use my
right.
jet wash or my pressure washer the other day, and when I attached the nozzle and pulled the trigger, it came spurting out in all directions. Oh, this is turning into a proper carry-on movie. And when I took it
I'm
off,
sorry.
the O-rings had obviously rotted, and so I needed to buy some replacements. You can't just buy one.
No.
So I thought, oh, sorry.
Of course you can.
and you've perished.
Not off
happened?
Amazon, you can't. But anyway, so yeah, I've been buying silly things and serious things, and yeah. Anyway, yeah. So talking to Bristronica, I just want to might as well just while it's fresh in my mind, we're going to be there, and we're probably going to be in the same place as we were last year, which was the back end of nowhere. But we're happy to be there just to be there. But we are hoping, we are speaking to the organisers, the guys at Elevated Sounds, Marco being one, and trying to see if we can get Dina Perlman and her stand next to ours. So we'll be in good company, and we're going to help her out with a couple of synthesizers as well. So if you want to come meet Dina Perlman, come to Bristronica, and also there's maybe a competition or a contest going on, which I'll let Dina explain all about. But yeah. So we're doing that. So that's what I'm getting ready for now, or trying to anyway. And I've also got to pack a roads up at the weekend because that's going back. But yeah, so that's all done and dusted. But yeah, busy week, and there's actual news and stuff. So I think, given that we've wasted 20 minutes so far just nattering on. I think we should crack on with the first thing. Let's just play the teaser video first, and then we can all get very excited about the brand new item from Elektron. Is it going to play?
Who knows?
It's not going to play. And as it says, this is Tonverk. This is the instrument that they denied. And this is like a leak. This was a leak of a leak of a leak of a leak, and eventually it's now come out. But we were, I think we talked about this last year, maybe earlier than that. And I remember Elektron posting comments around where people had, talked about this, saying, "Oh no, this is just a development box. This is a dev unit. This is not everything we do is a product, an end product. This, and no, all right, mate. Yes, you lied, didn't you? But here it is. Listen, Elektron stuff. I am not going to begin to pretend that I know how a lot of this stuff works. I know that they have their
Huge
workflows, and they have a massive fan base. But this does look quite an exciting thing. It is it's billed as a polyphonic multi-sampler and audio processor, so it's heavy into the whole sampling thing. And I guess that with this and a couple of other, or maybe all of the other Elektron units, you're going to have one incredibly powerful system here. So you've got a single player sampler. You've got the multiplayer, which allows you to load multi-sampled instruments. You've got subtracks that offer you the chance to load a sample every lower row key on the Tonverk's keyboard. And it has this wonderful build quality, this very nice clear interface. But I can't begin to sort of tell you that I know how these things are working. It looks a very exciting thing. It's going to retail for 1,199 of your Great British pounds. So expect, I guess, like 12, 13.99 euros, dollars price, something like that, depending what the tariffs are between Sweden and the rest of it here. But this is finally it's here and it's real and they've admitted it and it's out there. Jason, I think you're probably the most expert on these machines. Tell us what you think.
Well, it sounded very granular, which is exciting anyway in its own way. And it seems like Elektron do this where they fill a niche which is missing from something they've created that you didn't know was missing until they released the thing that was missing. It's like, oh yeah, this makes sense. I've got a Digitone 1, which I love. And every time I play it, I have to remember how to use it, first of all. So the workflow isn't something you can disregard. And, it's not one of those things you can just pick up at any point and go, yeah, boom, there's a track. But because it's a bit more involved, it's more rewarding. So, the more you put in, the more you get out of that. And that's why they've got their fans. And that's why people tend to, I guess, utilize. I mean, Jim Glug, that exact example of this is so deep into that workflow, and what he does with it is incredible. So it's worthwhile. And I guess, they did the sort of model samples, the model series. I think they're great for actually skimming the surface of the ecosystem that they've created. But yeah, this is the top end of the scale. So you've got model samples, and you got the Digitone, Digitact, Syntact. I had a lot of fun with that a couple of years ago. And then you've got this sort of tier here. So yeah, I think they're such quality builds, such quality converters. So where you could do it for X pounds less, but they don't do it, and that's to their absolute credit. So yeah, fantastic. Looking forward to playing one. Yeah, definitely. Yes,
I'm looking forward to giving it a go at least, and maybe feigning some sort of knowledge about what I'm doing. This is the one thing I hate about Super Booth is when you walk around places like that, and Polyend were the ones that caught me a couple of years ago. I went to their stand. I went, I kind of know. No, I've got no clue what I'm doing. I have no idea.
Tell me how this works.
But no, there was nobody around to tell. I think they'd all gone to lunch or something. And Ben and I were stood around this thing going, "Can you getting anything?" No, not getting anything. Are the headphones on? Is this thing on? Couldn't get a thing. Not a sodding thing. But I think I'd probably have a little bit more. It's certainly when you look at the interface, it looks a little bit more
16 steps, little keyboard.
Yeah.
They record, and you're going to have the stuff. The layout's very familiar for anyone who's had any time with any of the Elektron stuff. So it's and the buttons, they're so satisfying, so clicky to play that it engages you on a level that I guess that a lot of other stuff doesn't. So
no, it looks good.
Like,
Scott, are you into boxes like this?
Well, I've actually got one sitting in my basket for Andertons today. But I've not pressed the button yet.
Oh, no.
I watched the videos on it last night and I was like, oh, That does appeal to me, that one. And the fact that they've actually got the steps along the bottom for doing any kind of drum sequences, but they've also included the keys as well. So you've actually got your 1 octave kind of layout of a synth for doing any of the stereo sort of poly sampling and things that you've got in there. But yeah, it does. I would probably just use it for mostly little sort of bass backing tracks and things like that. But and drum samples, I'd be throwing shed loads of them into there. But
well, that's the beauty of it being a sampler, isn't it?
Yeah,
it can be anything you really want it to be.
Exactly. Yeah, it's impressive. I was watching Loopop as well last night, and
he's done a lot in there. Yeah, he always does good stuff.
He does. He goes into everything.
Yeah. I tell you, I was doing my sounds and presets column, and the guys over at Ocean Swift have just released volume 2 of their, they call it a toolkit, and it's basically like over 500 samples that you can use as oscillators. And as soon as I saw this, I thought, do you know, those two things together could work really well, because you can take these, they're very well recorded samples, they're extremely loopable, they're all recorded at the same root note, and you can just throw these things in, layer them up, or stick them through. To me that sounded, that's the sort of thing I would probably do with something like this, is start feeding it, these individual things, and then let's see what I can mess around with. That quite looked very appealing. I can see Kent there's probably falling asleep already, because this really, I mean, I never want to put words in your mouth, but you're not, this isn't you, is it? Or is it? Maybe surprise me. I don't know.
I'm not a box guy. I've tried the box, and I'm really old and expect to die soon, and I really haven't got time to start messing around with that sort of stuff. I really haven't.
I thought you were going to say, I'm really old, I'm going to die soon, and I'm going to end up in a box.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, and I'll be in that box forever, but at least I know how that one works, where the screws go, anyway. And yeah, I've gone down the box route, and my workflow and boxes, no, they don't marry up, really. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it sounds delicious.
It
really does sound lovely. I think it sounds absolutely gorgeous. However, if they bolted a keyboard on it and sort of like made it a little bit more, synthesizer looking, I'd be all right with it, Yeah. But I don't know. It's a mental block between me and box. Never really worked for me.
It's one of those things, like I think the first kind of box unit I ever got was probably the Yamaha RM1X, which is not sort of this sort of thing. These things are way more powerful, but I kind of got frustrated with some of the limitations, and I know that those limitations were kind of what made it what it was. And as these boxes have got more powerful, and therefore they've also got smaller. You look at the Sonicware stuff. I mean, it's just tiny little things. I still can't get around the fact that everything's in this one little thing. I'm expecting, I don't know. I just expect something big and grandiose, and it's, whilst it doesn't kind of excite me too much. But I think we've all said this does sound really, really nice.
It sounds delicious. It really does.
Yeah. And it's got lots of capability, lots of power under the hood, and so if you can get your head around it. Tom, good to see Tom from Analog Solutions in the chat. Welcome, sir, you godlike genius. Why the hell have you not come on our show yet? Elektron is the only gear I've ever have to read the manual before using, which is a common thing that I've heard.
It doesn't end there. Every time you use it again subsequently, and if you're not using it every time, you have to read the manual.
It's kind of one of those things you have to really dedicate yourself to, otherwise your brain just goes, I'm making room for something else now. It's like when you delete your recycle bin. I need to make room. Yes,
that's what
So there we go. That's the new box. Finally, Elektron have just said.
Tom just said, "Ask me." So we're asking him officially now, right. Tom.
Yeah, there you go. Official Tom.
You're invited.
Yeah, you're invited. I've got your email, so I'll drop you a line. But we need to get you on because you are like I said, a godlike genius. So there we go. That is the brand new item. I say brand new. We've been talking about it and speculating about it for over a year at least. The Tonverk. I'm hoping that's the correct pronunciation. Tonverk. I'm sorry, just offended the entire Swedish population. Which is quite small, apparently. Ooh. Anyway, the Elektron Tonverk is 11.99. Yeah, probably. Lovely place. I've been there a couple of times. It's a gorgeous place. But the thing is that every time I've gone to Sweden, it's been close to winter. Closed. Or in winter. Oh. Yeah, no, and it kind of is.
Closed.
Yeah, the last time I went there, it was daylight for about 3 hours, and I was indoors during those hours. So I went to the office and it was dark. Came home and it was dark. And it was just dark all the blooming time. But it's a lovely place, so I'm told. I couldn't see much.
Because the Earth is a globe.
I know.
No, it's flat. It's angled.
Yeah, but quite the opposite happened to me in Gothenburg, or Gutenberg. And I actually went there in the summer months, and it didn't get dark until about 11:30, and then it was bright again about 2 o'clock in the morning. It was crazy. Crazy. But like I say, it's just because the Earth is round, isn't it? There we go. Elektron Tonverk. Available now. It's all good retailers and some bad ones too, I'm told. Let's see, what have we got next? Oh, this is a nice one. Yeah. This is a nice thing. So I always like
equal opportunity distribution.
Exactly. I always like it when somebody comes up with a really clever idea. Now, what I'm going to do here, because this is such a new thing that the only videos, full-size videos there are kind of detailed and lengthy, and I don't want to waste too much time doing that. But they did put some short videos up. Now, the problem with shorts videos is they're vertical. When I put them on the screen, we still get the rest of us down the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the screen black like this. And then I'm going to play these lovely little videos demonstrating the brand new synthesizer from Conductive Labs. This is called the Terrain Synth. So, I've lost it. Where it is? There it is. Here we are, back. That was the terrain, or the sound of the Terrain synthesizer from Conductive Labs. This is what it looks like, and looks like a very sturdily, well-built thing. And it uses terrain synthesis, which is kind of a bit like Wavetable. But instead, and the guy behind it goes into some great detail. And again, I'm just not even going to bother trying to explain it properly. Go and watch their videos, and you will learn something. But instead of like a typical wavetable that scans from left to right or from front to back. This goes all the way around the houses and in any kind of direction you want. So it's basically you're taking a playhead across a three-dimensional surface. Now it comes with a whole bunch of these surfaces built in which you can then manipulate, but you can also load your own. So if you have a three-dimensional interpretation of your face, for example, you can upload that into here and then play your face, or any other kind of object that you have in 3 dimensions. It sounds, I mean, it sounds incredibly digital, but that's a good thing in my book. It sounds very interesting and neat, and certainly those sound demos when you saw particularly that last one where as they're going through the different terrains, you can see how that's interpreted as a as a regular waveform. So at the bottom there you've got kind of an interpretation of a sideways view of the waveform as we would normally expect to see it. But you can play the head from left to right, from front to back, or from any angle to any angle. But you can also do this thing called a spinner, where you take the head and you go round and round in a circle. So there's lots of ways of doing. And I just think this is a lovely new interpretation of kind of wavetable digital synthesis. And I know it's a bit more than that, but I've loved what I've heard of it so far, and I just think it's incredibly fun and seems quite intuitive as well. Anybody want to make a comment on this one? Ken,
love it.
You like a bit of digital? You like this, don't you?
I actually like this.
Yeah.
Now, even though it's a box. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a box.
I know. You just completely contradicted.
But there's a visual representation going on that while you're doing stuff, instead of, shift, control, exit, then make a funny face at it, and then it will change and all this sort of thing. This is very much like maneuvering knobs and watching what you're doing happening in real time.
Yeah.
I was liking the sounds, actually. I like the idea of being able to put your own waveforms into her too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I know that UVI's Falcon has an engine in there where you can upload images and you can play those as wavetables, but I don't think it goes into quite the depth of this. This really does seem to be, yeah, and yeah. So
that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, the guy behind this does a great video. That was the one I was going to play, but as he starts talking, he's really kind of going into great detail about how he kind of came up with the idea of terrain synthesis and the mathematics behind it, which was obviously quite impressive. Yeah. So I don't know this. I mean, it's got
I take it goes
cliff,
beyond just doing, manipulating waveforms.
Yeah. So
there's some color that can be added, and
yeah. You've got you can have 2 morphable terrains per voice, as it says here, up to 7 times unison for each of those voices. Yeah, what would you say? Very true.
Yeah,
that is the question.
You've got mathematical-based terrains, you've got image-based terrains, you've got oscillator sync, phase distortion, mirroring, windowing, lots of different noise in there, sub-oscillators. Yeah, I mean, there's a huge amount of stuff going on in here, and a really nice 7-inch touchscreen display as well. So yeah, it does seem, this is nice, this is interesting, this is different, and we like different.
This could be a plug-in as well.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
it could. I mean, obviously, it's digital, it's software based. Yeah, absolutely. Scott, you fancy?
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Going in your Anderson's basket?
No, not just now, but I do like it. I do like
Anderson's
it.
basket's not that big.
It's very unique. Very unique, and it looks very well built as well, which is always a plus. It's kind of initially reminded me of the D-Tronics controllers for like say your Junos and things like that. It's that kind of same build quality, which they're rock solid as well. So that's, I wouldn't say right up my street, but it's something I would definitely consider because it's new and it's new synthesis, and it's something that I think you'd probably get sounds from that you couldn't get from anything else.
Yeah.
And the fact that I could get a scan of anything I wanted and just put it in there and see what it's like to play Shona's cleavage.
I was thinking he's not going to get. Oh no! He almost went there. He almost went there.
I kept it clean, reasonably.
Yeah. And as he takes a swipe round the back of the head, as Shona comes through.
I'm just trying to imagine what that sounds like now.
Don't think too hard.
It'd be like two perfectly proportioned sine waves, wouldn't it? That's. I'm just bringing it all back.
Wouldn't you have like a triangle wave in between?
Oh, possibly. Or just
it's some sort of.
Let's get off this. Jason, do you like this? You liked your Elektron boxes. Do you like this box?
I do. I'm not surprised Ken likes it actually, because it is a synth, isn't it? It's unapologetically a synth.
Yes.
And I like the fact that it's something new and something different. And we were for years, and I'm looking at now the walled off microwave XT that I've been sort of restoring,
of course, which you've done a very good job of, by the way.
And thank you very much. More on that this weekend, but yeah, it was the only sort of wavetable option that you had in the 90s, right? So, and now that the market is I wouldn't say flooded, because that's cruel and unkind, but there are so many options for good wavetable synthesis out there. So this is taking that and run harder, faster, wider, longer, and it's different. And again, perhaps that and the Elektron, I mean, they're offering you something a little bit different, and I think it's about time. I think we've not reinvented the wheel, but we've had a spate of a few years of similar kind of items coming.
Yes.
So this is genuinely exciting.
I don't think it's breaking completely new ground, but it is doing different things with stuff that we've had before that we've never tried before. So yeah, hats off to them for that.
One aspect of this that actually did appeal to me is the fact that I have a catalogue of waveforms from various synthesizers that I could then copy on. So for instance, if I was going to do like a CS80 patch, half the work would be done simply by being able to just draw up the waveform the way I need it to be. Bob's your auntie.
Yeah, this is another one I'm really looking forward to sort of getting some hands-on time with at some point. I don't know when. I mean, they're an American company, so I'm not entirely sure if we'll see them over in Berlin next year. But hopefully, fingers crossed. This does look like a very, very good, very interesting thing. There's no, is there a price for it? Yeah, I do believe there is. Let me just double check.
$13.99. Just going to put it out there. No, $2,699.
Because don't forget, these are the people behind the Noodler, the NDLR.
Oh yeah.
It's the same company, and lots of people got very excited about it. And of course, they also did that brilliant MIDI router controller, big 19-inch rack thing. And they've done smaller versions of that. That's a very capable MIDI router. No, there's no prices yet. It would say there's a Kickstarter coming soon, according to their webpage. They were at NobCon.
NobCon.
Hello, Manny. I've just seen Manny in the chat. So two things, Dr. Fernandez. First of all, thank you for wearing ProSynth Network gear around the show. I was reliably informed that you were repping, so thank you for that. And secondly, I'd like to know what you think of this, being the sound designer supreme that you are. But yeah, this looks a very cool thing. So go and check their videos out and understand a bit more about it than we've been able to convey. But that's the one you want to watch, is what is terrain synthesis. That kind of gets you into it, really. So there we go. Yeah, nice little box. Congratulations to them, and we look forward to hearing more about that. Talking of things that we've heard about, I got an update recently, I think, and anybody else that subscribed to their newsletter, that the Frap Tools synthesizer, the name, I just had it there and it's gone. This is age, kids. Don't get old, because things come into your head and they disappear again. What was the name of the Frap Tools synthesizer, the big polyphonic analog thing that they showed and that I want one of, and it's gone completely? Oh, dearie. Fred. No, it was called Magnolia. I knew it began with an M. Thank you. The Frap Tools Magnolia has had some serious redesigns based on customer feedback and feedback they got from places like Superbooth, but is progressing nicely and will hopefully be coming fairly soon. So keeping our fingers crossed for that one. But that hasn't disappeared. That is still coming along. Really nice. Really, really nice indeed. Okay, let's see, what else have we got to talk about today? Oh yeah, this was another tabletop box. It's just the tabletop box show today. Did I have a video for this? I think I might have done. I did. This is from Rainy Day Electronic Instruments. This is the Cumulus. Thank you very much indeed, Scott. I like that. And I let that play all the way through because I was just like, oh, look at these chocky bickies. I just really like the sound of that. So this is Cumulus, named after the cloud formation. Oops, get it back on there. It's a versatile sample-based instrument that offers extensive ways to manipulate and play back samples across its 4 independent tracks. So basically what you saw there was 4 tracks of audio coming through and being messed around with different playheads firing off at different times. And it just seemed like a really nice little relaxing thing to come up with some lovely little melodies that you can just then noodle over or do stuff with, or even just, you know, just come up with your own little relaxing piece of music for, I don't know, your next yoga session or something like that.
Indie movie, come on.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's really nice. It's $475, which I don't think is too bad for something that is quite sonically appealing, but also visually. So I like the little wood cheeks. You can also, if you can change, you can choose the knobs as well. You can have walnut. Oh, how do you say that?
Wenge.
Is it wenge?
You've got to throw out your bottom lip when you do that. Wenge.
So yeah, like Winslow.
Yeah, choice of knobs. And everything's in stock, I think. There we go. Yeah, it's all in stock. Ships by October the 1st. $475. It looks a lovely thing.
It does.
And it sounds great as well. I really kind of like that. They call it a loop scaper, although I've just found a typo. Look at that, a loop scaper. But it's a loop scaper, sample-based instrument, 4 tracks, touchscreen, tactile potentiometers, knobs to you and I, dedicated buttons and touch sensors, and deep sample and loop manipulation with multi-track playback. Also supports polyphony, MPE, and poly CH, each track on a separate MIDI. I don't know what that is. Advanced track management and expansive sound design tools. Packs a lot into that little box.
I wonder,
Scotty boy, do you like this?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it do you like?
I think it would be fantastic for like atmospheric stuff, and like Jason says as well, is you've kind of instantly got an indie film score as soon as you do it.
Yeah.
And I think throwing that through like the Big Sky or something like that would just really open it up. It would just turn into one of these. Yeah, that's just a real atmospheric kind of thing. But you could probably do some dirty drum things with it as well, I would imagine. But that demonstration that he done there, that appealed to me. It's as simple as it was as well, the way he done it. It was clever. Yeah, nice. I like it.
Yeah.
But that won't be going in my basket yet either.
No. It's an odd one because it's powered by a battery, but they don't supply the battery. And the battery is, I had to look this up. I had no idea what this is. It's an 18650 battery. So I went on to Amazon and I searched, and these are rechargeable battery cells. You can pick them up for varying different prices, but yeah, it's a weird 3.7 volt battery with
okay.
Yeah. You buy that and you fit it in, and the unit will charge it. So you can charge it up, and then I think you charge it via USB, and then you can just unplug it from that, and you can take it away, and it will last, according to the manufacturers, it will give you around 10.5 hours of use on a 2500 milliamp per hour battery. And it can charge the battery during operation, and features an autosave function for low battery situations. So as your battery gets low, it senses it and does an autosave, which I think is a very clever little thing.
That's Aquatic Borealis, and that's the same battery as the Deluge has.
Oh, okay, I don't know. I've never heard of. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's lots of different battery cells, but I've never heard of having to go out
me neither.
and
I
buy
hadn't
one of
heard of that until you mentioned it there.
It's a weird thing. Jason, what are your thoughts on this?
Is it related?
Oh, it could be.
Mutable Instruments Clouds, Cumulus. It's great, isn't it? But I think I'm speculating. I don't know. And there was nothing. I had a quick read and look around its site. They didn't mention it, but it's obviously sample granular sort of synthesis. But yeah, lovely. I definitely go for brass knobs though, just because that would be my that'd be nice. It would work as well. But but yeah, I mean the demo's great, but I thought, tune the piano first. But then it's like,
but that's
the atmosphere. Character, yeah.
I know. But I was like, no,
tune
the piano. It's music, for goodness sake. But I got a little bit uppity about that. But no, it is. I think it's the sort of thing that I would definitely find space for in my studio for sure. That's a bedside classic, isn't it? It really is. And Scotty, nice. I did something massive. When I've got the Eventide H9 pedal, and the black hole, that through a black hole, you are.
Yeah. It's like instant atmosphere, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Stunning stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Somebody's asking for the link in the chat, so I shall oblige. See, normally our moderators would do this, but Mr. Brooks seems to be well off his game.
He's doing something. He's putting money in the kitty, but
what do we pay?
Putting his fingers on the buttons.
I know, right?
He should be putting his buttons on.
He just can't get the staff. Ken.
Yes.
Is this another box that you like?
Not so much. I think it's about 100 quid too much.
You reckon?
Yeah, for what it does. For me personally, I have plug-in instruments that do this.
Yeah.
To a much greater degree and cost a hell of a lot less. But that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, horses for courses and all that. But for me personally, nah. I got like I say, I got all sorts of software-y things that do precisely what this does.
Yeah. I kind of like
and it doesn't need a weird battery.
Yeah, that was
as well.
Why? I mean, I suppose
they're not supplying the battery because it gets around a hell of a lot of paperwork when it comes to shipping them around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But surely you'll be able to power it off something else. I mean,
Well,
my
yeah, I mean,
box,
it's a
It's just this thing
3.7.
about shipping NiCads in the post.
Yeah.
There's connotations for various manufacturers.
Yeah, there's all sorts of
Suppose.
stuff that you have to do, isn't there,
Yeah.
for shipping now with those. But if it's a 3.7 volt battery, then why not just get it and do, I don't know, put 3 AAA or 3 AA's in there, and that gives you 4
Maybe
and a
it's
half.
size. Maybe the size
Yeah,
thing.
space. Yeah, I
But
suppose.
if you've got that small footprint, because it's tiny, so
Yeah.
you need
Yeah, that's
I need
true.
this
Yeah.
juice to make it work.
Yeah,
That's why they've gone for an odd battery.
And as
I
our
assume.
quadras have got to know, they leak.
yeah.
You see AAAs, AA's, they leak, my friends.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
leak
I mean,
on boards
nowadays-
and eat the tracks.
I mean,
Yeah.
I tend to use lithium AA's now for a lot of things. It
Yeah.
just lasts longer, and it's
Again,
just,
lithium,
wow, yeah.
postal issues.
Yeah, true. But no, I mean, you don't have to ship the batteries with them. But it was an odd battery choice. I'm sure there's reasons for it, and we have no idea.
Perhaps it has longevity.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's,
Anyways,
it's
maybe-
milliamperage allows it to run
Yeah.
for quite a long period of time.
I wonder what's
Yeah.
going on. What's powering this inside? Is it like a little teensy or
Pixies.
yeah, those kind of things? Yeah, interesting. But no, it sounds
Trained
lovely.
voles.
It does sound
Yeah.
train voles. Yeah. There you go. So that is the Cumulus from Rainy Day Electronic Instruments. It sounds lovely. Peculiar battery choice, but I think it's a resounding winner with
I
us.
think too. USB-C cable. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So maybe you can run off a power bank, and then avoid having to cart a ridiculous or find a ridiculous battery that no one stocks.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. Anyway, let's move on. Then we're halfway through the show, and we're not doing too bad for time and
Not
content.
another box. Not another box.
Not another box.
Oh,
sorry.
really?
Oh, there you go. We'll have
Oh.
Tom.
Hello.
Look at him, gorgeous.
That's Tom.
This is-
How does he build those synthesizers with those paws?
With great skill.
At least we finally got him on the show anyway.
Yeah, indeed. Tom has finally arrived. Now we are going to talk about another little box,
Go on.
as the actress said to the bishop.
Go on then.
This is a leak. This is something new from OXI.
Weird-looking
And this was
vegetable.
I say it was a leak. It was actually a kind of a deliberate leak by one of the people that's been developing this. This is the E16, and not a huge amount is known about this at the moment. But it was kind of leaked in a video about the Tonverk, which we spoke about earlier. Ura Music did a demo on YouTube, and in their little setup, they just snuck this little baby in here. It is a prototype, and we don't know anything really about it until they do some more stuff. But it seems to be like a 16-knob MIDI control with scenes and pages. You can put scripts into it, whether that means that you can upload scripts that will conform that controller or make that controller conform to the workings of particular pieces of software or hardware or digital audio workstations. But yeah, there's nothing about this at all. But I kind of like the fact it's a little 16 knob, what seems to be an assignable controller that you can use across a lot of things. It's not a new idea, but these guys, the OXI, what's the big one they do? That's it. The
OXI
one.
One. They're on
Yeah.
fire. They're on
Yeah.
fire. They are the
They look
king,
really good.
the new king of the sequencer land.
Yeah, not
Stole the
cheap.
crown. No, but when you need
Yeah.
something to do something, that's the thing you needed to do it with.
Yeah, it does look very good. So I mean, I don't really know how much we can sort of talk about this because not much is known about it. But I do like the idea of a little, because that can sit on top. You can sit it on top of another synthesizer and just have that as a little assignable control. And you can load scripts up and say I want a script for this and then a script for that, and you can just call them up at will. Look at a quite little thing. Do you have it? Does this appeal to anyone? Do have you already got your control? I mean, I've just bought a KeyStep Pro, and I've just like learning about all of that, and that's a really cool powerful thing, but obviously it's quite a big thing, and it's got a keyboard and stuff. This seems quite nice. I don't know. Anyone else? It's not really much we can talk about.
Early days. I sit back and wait and watch. Like I say, they're doing. I mean, the OXI one, the amount of updates that they did for the first iteration of that sequencer was incredible, and they're still sort of developing it. And then, of course, they've released the second version. So they're a company that you can respect for doing exactly that. Love
quality
that
stuff. If you want to learn more about that, not that there is much more to learn, my colleague at Gear News, Adam Douglas, wrote up a nice little piece over at gearnews.com. Little plug. Go and check that out, and you can learn more about that. And as soon as we know more about the OXI E16, we will bring it to you here. We might not be first, but we'll talk about it for sure. Okay, let's see. This is nice. I kind of like this. I think we've even got a video for this, so we can all sort of step away from the mic and have a sip of drink or something. This is brand new. Well, I say brand new. It's a new and improved version of something that didn't come out that long ago. It's from Zoom, and it's called the LiveTrack L6 Max. So very nicely demonstrated there. This is the LiveTrack L6 Max, which builds on the previous L6. This now has 12 channels. There's 4 stereo channels, and then 4 mono channels as well. You can record directly onto an SD card. I believe all channels on this, if I'm not mistaken, because on the previous version, only channels 1 and 2 featured the 32-bit float point processing. I believe that is now across the board on this. So you don't really need to worry too much about how loud the thing is going into this, because it shouldn't do any damage, and certainly you can recover it nicely. But this is a nice little box. You can use this if you're playing in a band, if you're doing EMOMs or stuff like that, or just rehearsals, or podcasting is another option for this. And you can record everything onto an SD card and just take the outputs and put them into wherever you want. So it's a very versatile unit, and it also works as an audio interface, I believe. Has effects as well built in, so it's pretty much everything you need from this little box. I don't know. This is an interesting expansion on what has seemingly already been quite a successful unit. Now, Jason has just disappeared off of it. But so let's go to Kate.
Yes.
There you go. What do you think?
I think it's cool because it's small.
Yeah.
You know, that's its key. That's its key.
Yeah.
You know, you've taken an X32 round with you down the pub. You're an idiot. Get this. You know,
this is true.
Yeah. So it's really small. I mean, what sort of pricing are we talking?
Good question. Come back to you on that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have a look in Scott's basket. Maybe he's got one.
Yeah, Scott, have you got this in your basket? I mean, is this up your street at all, Scott? Or?
Does it loop? Did it say there that it looped as well? Was that something else that it done? It was just when it came up on the video saying repeat. I thought, has he actually just played the drums and carried on and went over and done something else on the fly, or is that? I was a little bit confused by the video. That was the only thing. I think if it was a looper as well and could be triggered by pedals and things, that's a great idea, especially for live gigs.
Unlimited overdubbing doesn't mention.
I wouldn't have thought it was. I think the video
Was it probably
It loops to something of that nature, but I don't think it actually does loop.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just plug a looper into it, as it were.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it does have that I find quite interesting, and this always is starting to creep into our vocabulary here at PSN is the dreaded AI, but this has an AI noise reduction function. So basically, you plug everything in and just set your levels however you want, and if there's any kind of background noise, any hums or anything, you just press this button and it learns that and removes it, so it cleans up your audio just like that, which I thought was a nice little thing, because you don't want to spend ages go, who's humming, just let everything just sit, press the button, and it reads that noise pattern and then just subtracts it, which I thought was rather nice. That was a clever little thing. So it's got lots of effects built in as well. Monitoring and bouncing of tracks, so you can record stuff and then bounce it down and then record it again and bounce it down, and because it's all digital, there's no degradation or anything like that. I was just about to find the price of this thing. It is going to retail for Andertons, strangely enough, have got it for $389.
That's a winner.
That's a good price.
That's very good pricing.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. I mean, considering the original, which was a 10 track, is about 260, 270 for not a huge amount more, you get quite a bit extra.
We can set up a whole band on stage with 14 channels, can't it, really?
Yeah.
Is it really 14 though?
It's 12 plus 2.
Can you count 4 stereo as 8?
I suppose you could.
I've got an issue with mixers. A
lot of people have said, I wish there was more stereo inputs. Certainly for synth players, I know stereo inputs are, hard to come by, shall we say?
That's a good
Jackson.
That's a very good little price.
Buy two, put one in front of the other.
Why?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could submix.
You do that. Yeah, because it's still small.
I mean, the L6 is a winner.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a great concept. It's definitely high on my list of wants. So the 8 has got to be in there now, isn't it? Because you've got the extra everything.
Zoom are killing it. I think in the last couple of years with their handheld recorders. I mean, I got that H4 Essential. It's brilliant. So good. I mean, I just walking around and plugging, going around shows and getting people to plug their synthesizers in and not having to think, can we do a level check? Because we haven't got time to do that. They haven't got to do that. Just plug it in. We're golden. And it's just brilliant. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, like you say, for a band or even just somebody with a bunch of instruments together and they just want everything in one place, nice and simple. You don't want to have to install something big. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Even as an idea sketch pad, really, it would be very good in a studio. You could just fire in a few keyboards and or guitars or whatever you wanted. Yeah, exactly.
So good.
Beats reel to reel, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, it's the sort of thing that I'm looking for my my sort of location sort of streaming that I'm going to start. I've been talking about this all summer, but I haven't actually managed to get out and do it. But you need a small device that can do everything, and it does. It runs off batteries. It runs off a power bank. It records every track individually, so it's multi-track recorder, and you can then you can have a stereo mix going out to a live stream. So it's the perfect solution.
Yeah.
It really is, and as you say,
editor app as well, so you can edit stuff and do messages. He's gone again.
Takes normal batteries.
Takes normal batteries, and can be rack mounted. Look at that! You can actually rack mount it into a Euro rack.
Well. Yeah,
it's cool.
So
it's not much bigger, is it? It's not much bigger. Just that little tube mic.
Yeah, there's a nice little screen on there as well.
I like it. That's good.
MIDI I/O, USB MIDI. So they're packing a lot of stuff into that, and so with 32-bit float point, 14 in, 4 out USB audio interface.
So that's good. That minimises or kind of alleviates the chances of clipping.
Yeah. Well, it completely, virtually eliminates them. I mean, yes, you could probably still get a little bit, but I mean, I'd say my experience with this 32-bit float point has been faultless. I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about anything.
No.
Yeah, this is really nice. And so you've got dual AD converters, nice mic channels on there. Lovely thing. Well done, Zoom. We are very much enjoying what those guys are doing over there.
Mike, what are you talking about? Mike's getting angry. Mike, calm down. What are you? What? Tell us what. Somebody needs to say. Just tell us what the devil you're talking about.
He says inputs 1 to 4. He says only inputs 1 to 4 are 32-bit.
We love you, Mike. That's what I thought. That's what I think is only. I think that was right. Only the mic inputs are 32.
Right, because
I don't know. Then somebody said the opposite. I think I said that on one of my streams, and I think Biscuit said no, all of them are in. So I don't know.
It says here the L6 Max can be used as a 32-bit float 14-in 4-out USB interface. So what is it, Zoom? I'm going to have to download the manual. But anyway.
Oh, hang on. I think this is where it comes from.
Oh, we definitely don't listen to him.
I think
we never listen to him. I mean, hey, what does he know?
That's where I got it from. I think he said this before when we've talked about the L6. I'm sure he said that. I'm sure that's
the L6.
I think
the L6 is just channels 1 and 2, isn't it?
Oh, it will be the same thing. Why did you do balloons then?
I did that. You see, you do that.
You do that, you get balloons.
Oh, that's
Oh no, it's confetti, isn't it?
Confetti, isn't it? Yeah, it's awesome.
Confetti
anyway, some of it's 32-bit float point, some of it isn't. Apparently, check the manual before purchasing. Do not take our word for anything.
Yeah, don't believe a word of it.
Either way, it's rather good. And
it is.
Maybe one of us will check out what it actually is, so we get an accurate thing. Anyway, something else. Let's move away from boxes. We've had our fill of boxes. I want to talk about this, but the thing is, there's not a huge amount of stuff now. I know that the lovely Amanda is in the chat because she has left us a donation. Thank you very much. She appreciates the cats. Because she runs Cat Synth TV channel, and she was doing the rounds at NobCon, filming some stuff. And so I'm not going to play this video until Amanda has given me permission to do so. In other words, she won't kick my ass for copyright, because this was the only video that I found that was decent of the next synthesizer. So this is from Musonics, which is our friend Suit and Tie guy. And he's taken his Vanila synthesizer. We covered that last year sometime, which is essentially a 5U modular rack or modular system that's a single voice, where he's now taken 4 of them and put them together into what he calls the Vanilla 4 voice. So Amanda, if you can give us permission to play your video, then I'll let these good people watch a little clip of the one and only, the amazing, one of my favorite human beings in the world, Matt Baxley, noodle on this thing. It sounds like it. Amanda, here we go. I'm just going to stick it on the screen so everybody's. So I'm sure that the only people that will come after me is YouTube. So if YouTube give me a little copyright flag, I'll let you know. But this is a great video, and you should go and subscribe to Cat Synth TV. And we're going to get Amanda on the show very soon. We've been promising it for ages, and we never get around to it. So let's have a quick listen to Matt Baxley, or otherwise known as Moog Foundation, playing the wonderful Musonics Vanilla 4 voice. Where is the video? I've lost the video. Oh no, I've done all of that and I've lost the video. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's do this manual like. I have a theory.
In the meantime, Jarvis will sing us a song.
Yeah.
Take it away.
The cat that had a little head called Jackson, and his head was made of toffee. There you go. How's that?
Hurry up, find it.
Almost found it. Here it is. Here it is.
For God's sake, find it.
Just keep filling, because I've got adverts.
Let's play some bass.
Please, for the love of God, find it.
Here it is. Here it comes. 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 Show this. Throw this on screen. Here it is. Let's have a watch of this.
The 4-voice vanilla synthesizer. So last NobCon, we debuted the one voice, which you can see here, just it's a complete synthesizer voice in 5U Moog format, American format, whatever you like to call it. And so basically what we have here is 4 complete systems that have some normalization going on in the patch behind the scenes here. So we're able to use this just like a 4-voice SEM without any patch cables, but with the ability to override any of those and patch anything you like. So right now we just have a really basic yeah. So this includes a polyphonic envelope generator that, you can control all 4 envelopes at once, and you can add oscillator pitch envelope, which follows the filter envelope. So you can do all of those classic Lyle Mays sounds.
I'm going to stop it there because I can just watch Matt talk and play synthesizer all day long. The guy is just the most beautiful human being you'll ever meet. And this is an incredible thing. We've got no other pictures, nothing on the website. We've got no prices of this. But I will tell you that the Vanila single voice was retailing for $3,300.
Yeah.
So this is not going to be cheap, but bloody hell, that sounded gorgeous.
It
Just that.
certainly did.
It's
What
about
do
the
you
size
think,
of
Ken?
2, maybe 4 DSS ones.
I know. Kent, you're a big fan of the Oberheims, and from what I remember when I talked to Suit about this, is that this is kind of his homage to the SEM, but done in this modular way.
Yeah.
I mean, that just sounded amazing.
It did. It sounded brilliant. But I was a little perplexed that I think this is the first time in the history of man, since the dawn of time, where something has been made in the modern age and it's bigger than the original.
I know, right?
I mean, it's like, how did this happen? I thought electronics got smaller. What's going on? But I do like the way it's a little bit of everything. The way it's very Moog, it's very Oberheim simultaneously and everything like that, which is 2 beautiful machines to put together anyway. And it's, what do you say, 3.5?
Well, the single voice was $3,300 US, so I guess you're probably looking at like $2,999.
Okay,
UK.
well, I mean, let's see. I did 2 8 voices last November.
Yeah, there you go.
So they would have there was a 4. What was the 4? There was a 4 voice, wasn't it? That went for 28,000. So it's actually quite cheap in comparison to buying an original one, which doesn't do does more as well on top of. So and it's a wonderful sound. It is a wonderful sound, and of course it's got all those extra little bits and bobs going on. Yeah. But because it's semi-normalized as well, I mean, you can just sit down in front of it. You don't have to get your patch cables out. Like the 2600, you can just play the girl, it just woo and play her. But if you do want to patch a couple of bits across, you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it looks quarter-inch as well.
It's all quarter-inch.
Did you say we don't know the price of what this is going to be with the multi-voice? No.
Well, we're just speculating that because a single voice is 3.3, that this is probably going to be in the region of about 12 grand.
Yeah.
So dirt cheap.
For what you're getting.
For what you're getting, it's dirt cheap. Yeah.
Because as Ken says in the chat, it's not cheap, but it's not cheaply made.
No.
And Suit does all of this stuff himself, and this is incredible stuff. I mean, power to him. This is incredibly good. And incredibly
sounds amazing.
I don't want this format to die. This is the thing. This is yes, Eurorec is fantastic and all the rest of it, but it's bloody tiny.
Tiny.
Yeah.
This is
It's
quarter inch jack.
this business, all this little business. You have to send trained mice in to go and turn knobs for you. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, all right, it's not 5U either, but it's a compromise between the two formats, and it's a lovely size.
Yeah.
I must admit. So,
Yeah.
if I had the pennies, if I wasn't a Mustang owner, I'd go and get one.
Well, since Scott's got his Anderton's basket open, is this going in that?
It's
that won't
already
fit
in.
that won't
It's
fit in the
already.
basket. How do you
That's
squeeze
bull.
that in the basket? How big is the
know,
basket
right.
anyway?
It's a trolley now.
Yeah.
It's a trolley
Do you have
train.
Do you have
Hello,
any,
cargo planes.
Are you a
Yes.
modular guy, Scott? I can't remember. Do you?
No, it's something
No.
that it's not. I've got nothing against modular. In fact, I love the sound of it. And the guy that actually got me into modular was a guy that goes on YouTube by the name of State Azure,
Oh yes,
And-
yeah. I've got some.
and he done some fantastic, like very long-winded sort of generative stuff, and it just blew me away. And I was so close to getting into it at that point. But I thought, if I go down that rabbit hole, I know exactly where I'll end up. It's just, I'll end up with a wall full of this stuff. So I just thought, no. And I would need to find a wall as well. So
I think
kind of out of room.
Oh, you'd
I
make room
would
for it,
probably
mate.
break my non-modular rule for something like this because, and I say this has presence both physically and sonically,
Yeah.
and I would probably not want anything else
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah, this
Again,
is different. Like when you,
from a
I thought you
sonic
were meaning like
perspective.
Eurorack side of things, but no,
Yeah.
that I would be interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
If
say
I had
that,
the
but
pennies behind me to
you'd
do that.
want to put a System 700 next to it after that.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I've played one of them.
Yeah.
And it's but the thing is, the reason I'd get this and nothing else is because I couldn't afford anything else after buying one of these. But my word, it just sounded amazing. And you just watch that whole. Yeah, Amanda did a great job with the video there. Great audio, by the way, Amanda. But really great, and it's just great to see Matt. I know Matt's been having a bit of a hard time lately. So it's good to see him.
Because I've dabbled in this myself, there isn't a cheap way to make these.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, Rich does.
Yeah,
And they're very
exactly.
good. Very good.
You can't make these cheaply. There's no what's the word? There's no market share to fight for with these.
No.
They cost what they are. End of. So if it's too expensive, it's too expensive for you.
I mean, this is up
End of.
there with your analog solutions stuff and all that.
Yeah.
But what gets me is that we've been talking about this, and there's been lots of positive stuff in the comments about it. And we're waxing lyrical about it, and yet when Cornell Hecht brought out the PPG 1002 back in May, which is the PPG replica, and said he was going to sell it for however much he was going to sell it for, which was about 10 grand, I think. Everyone went, "Oh no, that's a lot. That's too much money." But this, not so much. I know there are two different synthesizers, quite drastically, but why do we give this?
I think it's
free pass?
because inherently we expect digital to be cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, when something's digital, it's supposed to be. We expect it to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Analog has always been inherently expensive,
No signal.
so nobody batters an eyelid.
Okay.
Whether it, right or wrong, but normally people don't tend to batter an eyelid too much when they hear the price of something that is like a pure analog thing. Like
I wonder if it's also
this.
because this is polyphonic. I don't know whether there's something between that. And funnily enough, we had Tom Ray on the show a few weeks ago when we were talking about the Crewmar Spirit. Tom and I have been bagging some emails backwards and forwards. We're going to do a show with Tom all about monophonic synthesizers because there's. Nice. But I naturally gravitate if you put two synthesizers in front of me, and one's polyphonic and one's monophonic, I will always go to the polyphonic one first. And I don't know whether that's because I'm a rubbish keyboard player and I can't, because one of the comparisons that Tom posited to me earlier this week was that The monophonic synthesizer is just like a violin or a trumpet, or you have control over the pitch and the tone and everything about a single note at a time. It involves a lot of skill to make a monophonic thing sound very good. Whereas with a polyphonic synth, you can kind of cover things up, can't you, a little bit?
Yeah, but I tend to use this in a very monophonic way.
Yeah.
I think what you said and monophonic works for me. I'm a rubbish keyboard player, so one note is enough.
Yeah, that's true. No,
I
that's
start
true.
playing chords, I make mistakes. I have no idea. I've got some basic chord patterns, and that's it. I just repeat myself like cucumber.
It's true because
when they do basses and they do leads, don't they?
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
That's what
that's their. They do it and they do it well.
Yeah.
And then the poly
I remember when
sits in the middle.
I used to laugh at the Korg Prophecy when it first came out. Who'd pay that much money for a 37-note keyboard that would only play one note at a time? Yeah, until I actually played one. That's why you do that. And so I did.
The log controller was inspired. I loved that.
The log and the aftertouch, and it kind of made me feel like I knew what I was doing. Yeah, it's such.
I missed mine.
That is my cold dead hand synth. Yeah, you would literally have to pry that.
I
need to bring it down to Kent, I think, because I think the
space in here.
Have you still got a Prophecy, Robbie? Have you?
Yeah. Where is it? It's over there. Yeah, down
Great
in the corner.
little synth.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sort of a Prodigy machine that as well. They used that a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the first thing I did. Just press that. Oh yeah, there you go. Back of the land. Yeah, it's all there.
Spaceman, all we wanted.
Yeah. So
Prophecy as well.
Yeah, this is the Musonics. It's the Vanilla 4-voice or the 4-voice Vanilla. I can't remember which way round it is, but either way, it's a lovely, lovely thing.
I also want to point out that whilst we think vanilla is cream, a vanilla pod is black.
It's true. It's very true. As is this.
Yeah, exactly.
Sue did tell me why he called it vanilla. I can't remember why for the life
of me. It's a nod to the Oberheim, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's all of it is just a little nod to Tom, the inventor, not the cat. But yeah, it's a gorgeous sounding thing and well done. And I will speak to him shortly and see if we can get him on to tell us more about it as and when that maybe goes into, I guess, a very limited production run, because he does everything himself pretty much. Yeah. We got half an hour left. What have we got to talk about? Do we have anything left to talk about? I'm sure. Oh yes, of course we do. There's this, which was announced this week.
Hi, I'm Todd Rundgren. I have been known in the past as someone who has used and sometimes overused synthesizers.
Hi, I'm Andre Chumley. I'm a technician. Currently for Todd Rundgren.
There was a time when I had a band called Utopia, and we were a prog rock band, and we used a lot of synthesizers in that band. A lot. We had 3 keyboard players, all of whom played synthesizers, and one of whom was Roger Powell. He not only brought all of that synthesizer knowledge, he could actually play things with the synthesizer, and that took us to a whole other level.
I'm not going to play the whole thing there because it goes on. What I loved, I think, the most about that was Andre when he says, "I'm a technician." No, mate, you're a genius. I'm a technician. What a humble man. Great to see him on camera as well. But of course, this is the news that the Bob Moog Foundation, who are dear to our hearts, along with the Alan R. Perlman Foundation as well, they've got their fall 2025, or as we say here in the British Isles, the autumn 2025 raffle, which is another signed mini Moog, this time signed by the legend that is Todd Rundgren. This is if you want the technical details, this is where is it? I should have got this off by heart now, but I haven't. Where are it? It's going to tell me what the make and the model. There we go. 1974 Mini Moog Model D. built in Williamsville, New York, valued at around £6,500. It's been fully restored, and you can win this if you buy tickets. If you buy tickets, you go in the raffle, and then your name possibly could be drawn at serial number 4605. Raffle tickets are $25 each, or in this country about £19. But you get discounts if you buy in bulk, so you can have 5 for $100, 12 for 200, or 35 tickets for a mere $500. Of course, the odds of winning are based on the number of tickets sold. So hopefully there'll be lots and lots of tickets sold. They are going on sale. They're on sale already, and they will stay on sale until 11:59 p.m. on September 29th. That's all Eastern Standard Time, by the way. So that's the East Coast of the USA. So you can buy those into about 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:59 in the morning on September 30th. So if you're a time traveler, you can do that.
I've got my tickets.
You've got yours. I think
got to be in it to win it, as they say.
Oh, exactly. Absolutely, yeah. Of course, all the proceeds from this will go towards the Bob Moog Foundation and their work with the Bob Moog Sound School, which teaches elementary school children all about the science of sound. This is open now, and you can win this beautiful machine signed by Todd Rundgren. So where are the pictures? The pictures. I don't know. I'm just scrolling aimlessly now. Is this a 74 Moog Mini Moog? Kent, is that a good one?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's a good sound. Although I must admit, I know, I get it, but as a restorer, I really hate it when people write on the case.
Is that me, or is he doing a Norman Collier? You're doing a Norman Collier.
That's a
restorer.
There you go.
Go on. As a restorer.
You were saying?
Yeah, as a restorer, it always makes me go, oh, don't write on it. Oh, for God's sake, don't write on it. Do you know how hard it is to get that bloody ink off?
You can't get it off.
No, exactly. Yeah.
The whole point.
Yes. So, well, you never get it. Who knows, But no, it always makes me laugh. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So she's going to be a pretty good sounding one. And she looks lovely.
Yeah.
She looks like she's had a
layer.
A clear lacquer put on the case as well.
Yeah, it's a nice wood. It's a very nice wood, that one.
Yeah, it's a nice. Well, the early ones did use a nicer wood. They sort of got more plain and sort of beige coloured towards the end.
Was it only the RAs, Kent, that they used trees out of Bob's garden for them?
The first 50 or so, I believe, were trees out of his garden. Yeah. So the RAs. And the RAs, the RAs sound beautiful. If you can find an RA, just buy it. Doesn't matter what they're asking, just buy it. It's a fantastic mini. I mean, mine's slightly older than this one. She's, I think, the year before, and they are lovely sounding mini, but the RAs.
I was chatting to a guy in the chat when the Synth Legends, when they had the 5 of them up on the Synth Legends thing.
Oh yeah.
And one of the guys in the chat actually had the RA, and he's had it since he bought it, and he actually went to Bob's shed to pick this thing up.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
That's one that you would just never let go of, unless you really had to financially. But yeah, even at that, I think it would be hard pushed to let that go.
I think they were about $800
at the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what that works out in real money. Today's money.
Absolutely pocket money.
800 now, but
I've just done everyone a favour. I've put the link to go and buy your tickets in the chat. So go and set about that right away. There you go. This is this is the good thing about it. The page will automatically default to your local currency, as you can see it has done here. £19 a ticket. 5 tickets will cost me 75 quid. 12 will cost me 150, and the big kahunas, 35 tickets is 375 quid. But if you imagine, you've increased your chances massively by doing that, and you could possibly win a mini Moog for just 375 quid, which is not bad. If you want some pictures, here's some lovely pictures. So
Look at
here
that
we go.
wood.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
isn't it?
lovely.
It is
Isn't it?
really nice.
There's an image of the rear. Why can't I flick through these images? It's not like
He's written the words Moog synthesizer on there as well.
I know, look at that.
Did he do that? Why did he do that?
These
I'll be scrubbing
Those
that
bits-
forever.
those bits on the back there, are they tuning? Are they tunings? Is that how you?
Yeah,
tune
you calibrate
Yeah.
the VCOs from them.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm trying to remember now. This something is disturbing me. There's too many tuning holes on the back for a 74.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah,
Come on, let's get that picture back up again.
it should
Zoom
just
in.
have range and scale. This has got range, scale. Oh no, sorry, I'm stupid and tired. It's the other way around. I do beg your pardon.
Got us all worried there for a minute.
Yeah, and then you got the high ends. Yeah. Oh, they need to get those scratches out. Come on, boys. Come on.
Oh, buff that out,
But
nice.
that's patina, isn't it? Is that what they? That's what they say on Bargain Hunt. It's the patina.
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
Wear.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the relicking, as they.
No, it's
Oh, well.
actually impossible to get those scratches out. It's ridiculous.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
On your permanent marker, Kent, you do realise if you use a non-permanent marker over permanent marker, it actually erases it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I understand. Yeah.
That's an old trainer's trick. That is when we used to go into
and
training
it does
rooms,
work.
go to the whiteboards, and somebody's used a permanent marker on the blooming whiteboard. Just get a non-permanent one, rub over it, and then just wipe it off. And it's gone.
Yeah.
It's amazing chemistry,
Great
kids.
little trick, that, isn't it? Yeah.
Or there's the
Yeah.
KSR ways you set fire to the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah. Or as they do nowadays, they just use digital screens and all that stuff. That malarkey. I
Why
walked
is
into
somebody using a permanent marker on a digital screen?
Yeah, I know.
They're doing us a favour.
That
You'd be
didn't work.
surprised though how often that has happened.
No.
Especially in schools.
Really?
Yeah. They've got marker and they've done it on the projector screen because these projector screens are like big, solid things now with the cameras all built in and everything. And they're all very cool. But
Are you going to allow Mr.
Longhurst
contacted disease?
I was waiting for an appropriate time to bring the old photo. I told him to have the night off. And I said I wouldn't let him in.
He's got nowhere to go.
Banging on the windows. He's gone round every door. He's banged on all the doors. No one's letting him in.
No, I'm not going to do it. Oh, go on then.
Crying. He's crying now.
Oh, bless.
Like we care. What the bloody hell are you doing here?
Evening all. Well,
I've take the night off.
I've been following the show, and this last thing, it just occurred to me. Evening all, by the way. It just occurred to me that I know that Michelle and the Bob Moog Foundation do these raffles a lot, and it may seem like it's another bloody mini Moog. Honestly, they're just the best thing. There's something everyone should have in their lives, and it is a really, really good thing to support the Bob Moog Foundation, all their educational stuff, and especially with everything that's going on at the moment, they don't get any help from the government anymore. So and from what Kent, from playing the one that Kent did, I can tell you that a restored mini Moog of this era is it's
nice, isn't it?
I was actually talking to Michelle this week, and I'm going to do a bank of 50 sounds for the Moog one, and just pass them over to Michelle, and she'll sell them just for the foundation on her.
I thought you said you were going to do a patch of 50 sounds for the mini Moog.
No. That'd be a bit.
It's a release in the form of a
charts.
book. Yeah, charts.
Yeah, remember the charts you used to get in the back of the manuals, and they show you where to set the knobs.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Somebody did something not long ago, actually, for I think it was for an Arturia Mini Brute, and they released a bank of sounds, but they were all patch sheets.
Nice.
Which I thought was just nice and old school. It was very
That's how we used to have to do it back in my day.
Exactly. I mean, all the manuals, came with some blank patch sheets that. We didn't really have photocopiers back in those days, so you probably went to school and used the photostat or whatever it was called.
We barely had electricity.
Tracing paper. Tracing paper.
Yeah. Anyway, I just want to also say, because Andrew's compelled me to do so, this is Andrew Brooks. Can we give a shout out to AD Vision? You might remember AD Vision did a brilliant Synthspirations for us. He's doing his Waves in the Park event in Bradford again this October, where a bunch of Fools stand out in the broad daylight in October, playing synthesizers. So I think you should go and check that out. We'll get more details for you. Aid, if you want to send those in, you've got the email address, please do. We'll plug it as much as possible. The Waves in Park event is taking place again in a park, strangely enough, in a bandstand somewhere in West Yorkshire, Bradford, apparently. Scott McAuley has, because Andrew was away, he's stepped in. You see, look, he's done that for you. So £2.84. Thank you very much. But Andrew doesn't like odd numbers, so he's thrown in £2.16, and that way we get a fiver. You see. So thank you very much indeed, gentlemen, for your super chats and super stickers. And thank you once again. He's been making a very regular habit of this. Nick Howes, who I'm looking forward to catching up with at Bristronica, has gifted a ProSynth Network membership. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the recipient of that was it Dr. Mike? Did you get that? I saw you say thank you to it. So unless you were thanking him for something else. But anyway, whoever received that, welcome, and you will benefit from. I think is it 1 month you get? I don't know. You'll benefit from all the goodies that if you go to the YouTube channel now. Yes, it was. It was Mike that got it.
Like a supermarket.
So Mike, you can now go to our YouTube channel and go and check out all of the exclusive stuff, and you'll find links in the posts page. If you go to our YouTube channel, there's a tab across the top and it says posts. If you go to that, scroll down, you'll see all the exclusive video content. You'll see all the links to all the free downloadable stuff. It's all there. And just to throw a spanner in the works, thank you very much.
Again.
I know. Now we're just going to wait for somebody to send us at £1.63.
Yeah.
Blimey, my maths has kind of finally got good.
That is good.
Yeah, not bad. Anyway, so that was the Bob Moog Foundation raffle. Also, just talking of raffles, and we did mention it before. I don't have any details to throw up on the screen. However, the wonderful Dina Perlman of the Alan R. Perlman Foundation, of course, set up in the memory of her father to promote and further his legacy. She's going to be flying all the way over from the United States of America in a couple of weeks' time to join us at Machina Bristronica. We are now negotiating to get her stand next to our stand so we can be together. Thank you, Andrew. Much appreciated. And we're going
making a profit out of this,
I know,
guys.
just keep doing it. They keep, she's going to come over and she's going to be running a raffle at Bristronica, and you can win an ARP synthesizer.
Yeah.
So come along to Bristronica, revel in all that is good about that event. Come and see us. We've got 90s Yamaha synths, all the really good 90s Yamaha stuff, or most of it anyway. So there's lots of good goodies there, but Dina will be there selling raffle tickets, and you can get yourself a wonderful restored. I want to say what it is, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Dina, tell us in the chat.
He gets to say
I'm not sure if it's a Pro Soloist, I think.
Oh, the best one, the Genesis.
Go on, say it.
Say it, please. Say that.
End of winning.
Yeah.
Has donated £1.99. Thank you very much indeed. We showed your pictures last week, so hopefully you see that. All will be revealed next week.
Revealed next week.
I bet it's a 2,500. Got to be in it.
Oh, I wish it was.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me.
It was.
When's Bristronica?
It's in 2 weeks tomorrow.
2 weeks time.
Damn.
And it starts on Thursday actually, with the Rack Records patch off between the manufacturers working with Gaz and Steve.
Gaz, yeah, absolutely.
All right, I tell you what. No, I will send the 2,500 matrix panels to you.
Everyone sends stuff to me.
Yeah, and you can give them to her.
I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, send them. Put the patch.
I'll
cables
send them with the
well.
cables.
Yeah. Cool. Nice one.
Yep.
Blimey, you've started something here. So Andrew's gone and done 261.
Sorry, I'll let you.
Yeah, Matt's gone and done 285 for next week's show. That's well done. And Tanith has done a £5. Thank you very much indeed.
Good Lord.
Really appreciate it. Hopefully, Dina, I haven't overstepped the mark there and sort of kind of spoiling the surprise or the thunder. But you'll get more details. We're trying to get Dina's stand next to our stand so we can just like chill and hang and have some fun.
Cool.
Times.
And
Scott.
well, at this rate, we're going to be millionaires by the end of the show. Millionaires, I tell you.
He's there with the calculator. Going, is it equal? Is it equal? Has it rounded up yet? You divide it by 2.
Manny says we better have an SY99. Manny, if I could find one, I would have one, but we haven't. I won't tell you what we have got, but
I'll look in
we
the
haven't
garage.
got an SY99.
What about that skip of yours?
Yeah,
that's a skip of yours, isn't it?
Sure, we can cobble something together. There will be at least one SY synthesizer. That I can promise you.
22.
One.
Yeah,
85.
It is. Yeah, it's a 22
85.
85.
Is it?
It's I'm bringing my 22, and I think Pete's bringing his 35. But there you go. Anyway,
Nice.
come and see us at Bristronica 2 weeks' time. That would be nice. Right, let's just.
Oh no! Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Oh, go on.
He's given up. He's given up. Look. It was fun while it lasted.
All I can say is we're benefiting from all of this nonsense. It's very good. 12 minutes to become millionaires. Yeah, come on, keep donating, pal.
Yes, come on.
Anyway, have we covered I believe
Pretty much everything on that list. Yeah.
we have done everything that's on the list. And look at that. Normally we have half that stuff and we overrun. This time, we don't.
Finish on time.
10
minutes,
Finish.
11 minutes.
Well, yeah. I know it's good because I'm experimenting with this tool that we have now in the system that allows us to, or it
Don't call Andrew a
generates
tool.
reels. It generates reels and shorts for us using the wonderful AI technology built in.
He's talking about you, Andrew.
But it will only do it if you have a running time of less than 2 hours. So I need to make sure we shut down the show in time to get this. Because last night I was a bit bored. I thought, let me do those shorts and reels. And I went through and did all the work. Well, most of the work. Well, some of the work, because the AI had done most of it. Put them up. And literally in 5 minutes, one of those videos had hundreds of views. Within minutes. I thought, on earth, we don't get that sort of take up on. It's just crazy.
Magic. I think the algorithm pushes shorter form.
It must
video.
do, yeah.
I think that's all it is, unfortunately. But yeah, there's.
Well, you got to work that algo.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and it keeps changing, so you're never going to get on top of it.
No, indeed. Mike Feldman points out, it's too late. Thank you, Mike.
Too late.
Very much indeed for that. Let's congratulate Inhibited because he's just bought himself a Kodamo Essence FM, which
Hello.
Yeah, beautiful synth. Beautiful synth. Enjoy that one and go and if you haven't already, go to their website and download loads of free banks of really, really good sounds. And Manny's done some amazing ones as well. Not sure if you ever made those available. We'll have to ask him in the chat if he ever did that. But anyway, where have you been, Andrew Longhurst? Quickly, because we've only got like 6 or 7
really
minutes.
quickly, I've been to the IBC exhibition in...
Is that what you have when you have an upset tummy? Oh, that's IBS, sorry.
That's exactly it. That's it. Well, we did have upset tummies. In Amsterdam, where I was the guest of Adobe, who were showing us all sorts of new technologies. And the only thing that's interesting as far as this show is concerned is some of the tech was around sound and how potentially to break out sound from a stereo track and break it down so you have the voice, the background noise, the reverb, then the instrument, if there's music, being able to separate out the music and then break that down by stems, so drums, keyboards. And it's all stuff that we've had in the music fraternity for a long time, and they're just starting to move it into the video thing. So it was just really interesting seeing how they're trying to approach this and how well or otherwise they're doing. And it's going to feed back into the kinds of tools we have in all sorts of things. So this whole thing of being able to break down a track completely becomes much, much more simple. Really much more simple.
And you got to do all of that in Hamster Jam.
Yeah.
How is the? I haven't been back since I gave up smoking. For obvious
Amsterdam's
reasons.
It's actually beautiful. I've got loads of footage. There's some really, it's a lovely place. I'm going to be taking herself, synchrotron, way, £10, another one.
No, Andy.
I think we've paid for enough here that we can actually send all of us back out to Amsterdam. It's a really lovely place.
That'll be great.
Yeah, it's a lovely
really
place.
lovely
Well,
place.
thank you.
It's a great place.
Did you manage to make it to the Sloish fact?
No, I didn't. We made it to all sorts of other things, but we are going back. We need to have a synth something there. And
there is something there.
Half of
There
the
was some-
people
literally
that are there, that are video editors, all know about Super Booth, and all of them are saying, "Are you going? Are you going?" So you know what? I may just have to come to Super Booth as well for a while. But
the Dutch Modular Festival.
Oh, that was last week.
This weekend,
Yeah.
just gone.
Yeah,
This weekend.
Ben,
in Rotterdam, though.
Did put some videos up.
Yeah, and Gaz did his sort of mutable challenge as well, with his mutable rig, which is I've seen it in the flash. It's beautiful.
Yeah, he did a video on that, didn't he? This week.
Yeah, an introduction video. Yeah, and I think he did a stream. He did his challenge, which is like
I was just trying to think. Isn't Rob Pappin from? Isn't he Dutch? Just trying to think. Is he Dutch?
I know. Tony will be able to tell us.
Yeah.
Richard, I don't know if you're in the chat still, but do tell us.
Yeah,
I think he's Dutch. I think he's from the Netherlands.
I met him. He's very tall, very tall.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Is he tall because of wall?
Bit like yourself.
On board, yeah. Like us. What's the guy? Hobbit and the Dwarf from Frozen Networks. That's us.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I used to go to Amsterdam quite frequently because living where I do, it's like a 35-minute flight across over from Norwich, and the KLM fly backwards and forwards. So it was very affordable.
No time, does it?
Yeah,
no
it's
time,
brilliant, especially if you got the tailwind. So
I was telling Robbie earlier in one of the chats, or I think I was telling everyone in the chats that last night I also did. We have a live stream on a Thursday for the APPE thing. It's got about 3 viewers, you know, but we did a live stream anyway. There were some people there, and I jumped in from Amsterdam on the waterfront. It was a beautiful thing to see. It looked spectacular, but I couldn't stay long because I had things to do. And so I just went, right, I'll catch up with you later. Good luck with the show. And I've forgotten that I'd signed in as an admin. So rather than just exiting, I ended the stream, which was just brilliant.
and
I managed to get it going
thing
again, but I just ended the whole stream. And I had some very ripe comments coming back to me.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Dear.
I squonked it up very badly. But there we go. It happens.
Indeed. Anyway, so I'm going to go back to my box of rubber rings tonight. Look at that.
Oh, what are they for?
One for every size. I've also got some good. I just had my copy of Electronic Sound magazine turn up with God on the front and somebody wearing a green hat.
God.
Yeah.
They do look like Jehovah's Witnesses, to be fair.
They do.
Hold it up again. It's like, Brian, mate, seriously, have you seen yourself?
Yeah. It's also got a brilliant feature about the Utopia Strong, which of course is the trio featuring Steve Boring Davis, who's anything but boring. He's a brilliant musician.
Wonderful man.
Yes, he's a really, really nice man. And my wife pestered him when she met him at Synth East. She said, "I don't really know your music stuff, but I loved you when you were playing snooker. Can I have an autograph, please?" And he was very gracious.
Did she ask to see his balls?
Yeah.
Hey, same joke.
And look, Classic Pop also arrived today. Look how young Spandau Ballet look. Look at that. Mere babes.
Saw them.
Anyway, what are you all up to this weekend? Anything fun?
909 Day.
What are you playing with there? Hang on. Hold that up again. What's that? Oh, Space 09.
X-Space 09, original 97. Beautiful. Still wobbly knobs, but yeah, I've got it off the rack because I don't play with it enough. So I'm going to be playing with that and my Oh, can I do this? Can I do this? Will it work? Yes, it will. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
There it is.
Come up so nicely.
I just need knobs. If anybody wants to donate 44 big knobs.
44 knobs.
44 knobs.
You got 4 or 5 here.
I have to thank Kent, because when I was doing it on my own stream, I was going to do a different approach. I've got some Vosine.
Yeah.
I was going to use that and a very fine pad, which may actually have removed the lettering. And he said, no, don't do that. Use this instead. Have you got any switch sort of foam cleanser? And I did. So I'm very happy with how that's turned out. So yeah, more of that, and the 900. They look good together as well. The orange.
They do. Orange. It's the best color.
It's autumn. It's autumnal synths.
It is.
I
got married in the autumn and had orange in my outfit. Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, shit,
orange
that reminds me. Be my wedding anniversary soon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Forget it.
Yeah. No, great. Remind us when your show's on.
Every Sunday at 10 p.m. and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. UK time.
That's why I miss it all the time. Yeah.
Well, it used to be Tuesday, and then because Shroomi's here every Wednesday, she's here every other Tuesday, and she wanted a mod, so it became that. Plus, I work from home on a Thursday, so it's a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
So it just made sense. I did talk to Gaz about look, this is what I'll be doing. And if you want to stream, he mentioned he was going to stream late anyway, but he's moved to a Tuesday now anyway. So.
Yes.
And he's doing that again, which is good. It's good to see him.
Yeah, absolutely. Haven't seen him do that for a while.
Lovely.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So Gaz on a Tuesday, you're on a Wednesday and a Sunday. Andy Synchrotron, who left us a nice little donation on the doorstep, he's on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., I believe, unless he tells me otherwise. But he's on at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Kent, what's happening in your world this weekend? Are you Mustanging again, or have you got synth work to do?
No, tomorrow's housework.
Oh, housework.
Yeah, hoovering and tidying up and packing dog food and bathing Siri, which is...
Oh, nice. I thought you did that the other day.
Have you ever seen the film Prey, where the Indian girl's going after an alien? Yeah. That's me washing Siri in the shower. So we'll be reenacting that. And I've got a pub in 15 minutes.
Get on it.
So.
Oh well, no. I'll probably drop in late on that one because I've got to do the social thing. Go and sit with the missus.
You got to play with your rings.
Got to play my rings. You try and find the right size.
Get one that doesn't fall off.
Yeah.
You're all bitches. What are you doing this weekend, Scott? Are you pulling another muscle in your foot? Or are you just pulling another muscle?
Hey, I deserve that. I'll take that one. No, tomorrow night we've actually got a family. It's a family birthday party tomorrow night, so there'll probably be some alcoholic beverages involved in that. But it's quite an early finish. It's only until 11:30, I think. So it's nothing too major. It's like a meal and a few drinks. And then Sunday, I think Shona is working, so I'll probably just end up working in here as well on Sunday. I'll just be tweaking away with this E7 and the Iridium.
Cool. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, that's really it from me for this weekend there.
Lovely jubbly. And Mr. Longhurst, are you just going to unpack and relax?
No, I wish I could. I've got a new sound library. I've got a new sound library. I've got to get onto really quickly. Really quickly, and so I'm going to be designing sounds from all through the weekend.
Excellent stuff. I'm packing up a Rhodes Mark 8 because that's got to go back on Monday. I'm really sad about it because I really got kind of used to that. So I've got to pick my son's car up because he's bought a car, so we've got to take him to pick that up tomorrow lunch or just after lunch, and then come back and then load that Rhodes up, and then hoping I can spend the weekend learning how to use my new KeyStep Pro and playing around with cables.
Patch it.
Yes. Anyway,
is your son doing any drumming, by the way?
He will be doing more once we get the Rhodes out because I can put my drum kit back up again. But he'll be back behind the kit. Yeah. So
cool. Yes,
we will do that. Anyway, I'm conscious of the time. I want to get the show titles in. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for everyone joining. Thank you to everyone watching. Your presence has been most appreciated. We'll be back same time, same place next week. Until then, have a brilliant weekend, and we'll see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.